Stampers. I wanted to share with you a fun few cards that I made using some paint samples. So if you follow my Instagram or anything, you may know that we had a water heater problem. Our water heater burst and we had to go to Lowe's and get a new one. It was a big fiasco. But anyways, while I was there, I saw some paint samples and I thought I would grab a couple and see what I could create with them. And it kind of made a not so great trip into a kind of fun trip. So I grabbed a few paint samples and I came home and I started thinking of ways that I could incorporate them into some fun cards. And here are the cards that I came up with. This was the first one. And then I did this one. And then I did this one. So they're pretty straightforward, pretty easy. I grabbed a gray paint sample and I thought that that would be fun to use for my husband's Valentine's Day card. So that's what we're going to do today. Before we start, I'm going to use those little envelopes that are made with a hexagon punch. So let me grab that and my scoring board. On his card, I'm going to use the gray paint strip. But for this one, just to show you how to make the envelope, just in case you're wondering, super simple. Just punch a hexagon. And my youngest daughter has graciously used a Sharpie pen to mark this. It ended up being okay. Didn't freak out too much. It actually works. So I know that I want to line up these corners here and score it on both sides the same. Flip it around, do the same thing. And if you're using a paint sample, you can't do the closed flap unless you actually cut the hexagon. But if you're doing cardstock, you can do either the open flap or the closed flap. So what I do is fold one back and then you have the envelope, or if you want to do the closed envelope, you fold one back and one forward. And then you have the closed envelope. I don't like to cut it because it adds good dimension on the card. It lifts it up even, a little bit more. And then you're just going to put a glue dot right here and stick that down, and then you have your little envelope. So I've already started. I made 3 of them with the gray paint sample, and then I punched hearts from a pink one. And I added a couple little hearts on there. I'm going to make a note card size, I think. That seems to be my favorite. And that's just Whisper White, and that's cut 1/4 inch smaller than our note card. So that's 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. I'm going to grab the Valentine stamp. So this is from the Hey Valentine stamp set. And I love this font, so I just very carefully cut out the Hey Valentine from the stamp. So I'm going to stamp that with some Memento black. Then I'll just use my hexagon punch. Flag to the ends. Figured my husband's not going to want anything too fussy, so do something really simple. Grab some baker's twine. These 1-dimensionals. If you haven't checked out his blog yet, it's so funny. He was inspired by our last leadership conference to kind of take up stamping. So if you want to visit him, he's at stampindstud.blogspot.com. You can find him on Instagram at stampindstud. He also has a Facebook. Alright. So hopefully he won't watch this video and see it only took me like 5 minutes to make his card. It's a thought that counts, right? to use a little trick that I came up with a couple months ago on my Halloween card. Don't know if you guys saw that video, but take your baker's twine, wrap around this way, and put one through here, and then tie it. I'm actually not going to do a bow because it's guy card. I'm just going to tie this in a knot. Alright, thanks for watching, and I hope you're inspired to make some Valentines for your Valentine. And I love that this was very fast, and I could duplicate this if I needed a whole bunch of them. So anyways, thanks for watching today, and if you have any questions or feedback, comments, or anything, you can find me at mercedesweber.blogspot.com. And I hope you have a great day. Happy Valentine's Day!